Hello, good morning and welcome. It's the 28th of May, it's just after 8 o'clock, and we'll start with the Australian dollar. And basically, the positions haven't changed much from last week. We have got a fairly bullish extreme still on the Australian dollar. And if we move over to the chart, here we go. I am expecting this to go up a little bit more. We had two red candles Thursday and Friday last week. The Friday candle started coming back up. I think there might be a little bit more longing to do on this pair. I'm looking for it maybe to go up to the 76 mark. At the 76, it would be a really good short, I think. We're still just below the 50 on the RSI. It's flattened out a little bit, but no, I expect that to long. We actually had a few more positions put in short, but we're still overall long on that pair. So we'll wait for next week. Next, we got the British pound. We've got even more of an extreme on the British pound this week. We've had another fall in the commercials. So if we go over to the chart, here we go, British pound USD. We've lost some of the longs and we've gained 8,890 shorts. So even though we've had a big fall this week, I am expecting this to fall a little bit further. So we've crossed the RSI here, we're below the 50, we've crossed it at a very steep angle, and I'm expecting this to short more next week. Canadian dollar. We've actually had a few more longs added on the Canadian dollar, and as you can see, the speculators are directly opposite. And so if we go over to the chart, which will be this one here, USD CAD, this is the USD CAD, so we would be expecting this to short a little bit more maybe. We've got quite heavy support here at 134, so don't think that's going to go much further down, but it'll be a good long when it does. Euro. The euro, absolutely massive extra short added to the euro. So if we go over to the chart, euro dollar, on the shorts we've got 35,000 extra shorts added to the euro. This is going to be the big move over the next month, in my opinion. We did have some longs added, but overall these 35,000 shorts on top of what we had placed last week places the euro in a really extreme short bearish position as far as I'm concerned. Japanese yen. We have lost some of the longs this week, but basically we are still 2-to-1 long the Japanese yen, so we'll be short the pair, which is the USD JPY. Might see a little bit more upside, but basically I'm expecting this to short. We're below the 50 on the RSI. We've been having a sideways movement for the last few days. The fact we've lost some of the longs on this might be because the money has gone over to the euro. A lot of money went on the euro. So we'll see what happens with that over the week. Next we've got the Swiss franc. Swiss franc. We have lost quite a lot of the longs on the Swiss franc this week. If we go over to the chart, that chart, we're still a 3-to-1 long the Swiss franc, obviously short the pair, but we've lost quite a lot of the longs this week and we've gained some shorts. So might expect a little bit of sideways action on this now. We're at just above the 30.9 on the RSI. We'll see what happens with that, but most of the action I think has gone off that. Some of the money may have gone onto the euro, so that might be why we've lost money off that. So we'll see where that goes to. Mexican peso, bit slow today. We've lost some of the shorts off the Mexican peso, but we are still at quite a heavy bearish extreme for the Mexican peso. So if we look at the chart, USD Mexican peso, yeah, lost a little bit. So we are still along this pair. We're still below the 50 on the RSI, which is a bit troubling. But we keep bouncing off our support here, so I'm hoping that this is going to long. You know, I'll have a bit of egg on my face if it doesn't. There we go. New Zealand dollar. We've lost some of the longs this week, so we've had quite a big step down there, and the same the other side on the speculators. And if we look at the chart, New Zealand, we've actually lost some of the longs on this. We're still 2-to-1 long. We've lost a few of the shorts, but not many. I still expect that this might go up a little bit more. So we'll see what happens. It's still 2-to-1 long, and smashing energies. Crude oil. We have seen on this, we've seen a gain on the bearish side. So we have had quite a fall, as you probably know, in the oil price, and it has started to come back a little bit. So I'll be looking to short that again this week. Metals. Silver. That struggled a little bit this week, and we have actually moved off the most bullish position that the commercials have taken on silver for a long time. So we've actually moved just off that here. So I will be looking to go short silver next week. What else have we got? Stocks and indices. S&P 500. This is crossed over now onto the bullish side again. So we have seen quite a rise on the S&P 500, and I think we might be looking for a little bit more strength next week. Looking really for a crash on these, as you know, but I can't actually see it on the commitment of traders at the moment. Okay, well, that's the commitment of traders report. I've struggled a bit with it this week. So thank you all for bearing with me and watching, and hopefully see you. I think it's going to be about Tuesday before the markets really get going again, because we've got the bank holiday here on Monday, and we'll have a look how that goes. Okay, thank you. Cheers, bye now.